What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning into the channel. It's Aaron, the trucking guy, coming at you, bringing you some content. Today's video is going to be about the top apps that I use when I was on the road. There's plenty more for you guys to get into, and anything that you can use in your arsenal to kind of make your job easier, make it better. That's what you want to do. So let's jump right into it. Let's get you guys some recommended apps. Take a look at these here apps. We've got the first one is Trucker Path. So this is a really good app, guys. This thing will allow you to I haven't used it in quite some time, but you can get into this thing and get reviews. It works as a GPS. It tells you what's coming up. It tells you parking statuses. But let's go right into it, right? So basically, if you want to look along a route and you are going through just about wherever, it pulls up all your pilots. You can pull up a pilot. You click on it here. You can click on the reviews and it'll tell you if it's clean, if they have toilet paper, if the showers are good. It'll tell you what kind of restaurant is there. It'll actually give you full-on pictures, details, just about everything, guys. And it tells you, so if you're running down a route, and this is everywhere in the United States, guys, that this app works. This app is like the holy Bible to trucking. I used it every single day, many times a day. If you're running along a route and you have traffic, you can look and see what the next stop is. Again, you can pull it up. Literally, guys, the reviews are everywhere, right? The reviews are so detailed that guys even go in here and say, hey, man, the lot lizards are on point here. But they'll tell you fuel price. They'll tell you, weigh stations that are coming up. Here's an example. This is a weigh station, the W, and it says it's pre-pass available. It'll tell you if it's open or closed or what drivers are reporting. You can click on it. You can click on reviews and they'll say, man, I'm rolling through. Everything's good to go. Somebody's working. It'll say whatever, right? So this is a very good application. Number one on my list of what to use. This is like the holy Bible for what we're doing, guys. We can go into a certain area, see if there's parking. You can click on a truck stop. Say, for instance, this one, it'll tell you if there's parking available. You can say, if it's paid parking. You can always go to the reviews and it'll tell you, especially if you're in like California and stuff, it'll say you have to pay. Parking is free with diesel, $10 if you don't get fuel. It'll tell you this, that, whatever you need to know about the particular parking, okay? Super handy app. So anyway, guys, you got rest areas. You've got, if you go to Loves here, it'll tell you, what the restaurant is in here, what kind of food they have. It'll give you pictures of the facilities, the bathrooms, and you've got your reviews, which is super good, guys. You can see if the showers are dirty. So many different things. It also shows if you turn it on. If you go to services, you can actually turn on different things. It's got a load board in the app, which is, I've never really used it. I've never really heard of anybody using it, but I guess you could, and it could be a good service for you to get some free load boards because the app is free, guys. But many different things. If you like truck repair places, but basically you could go here, and this would be like a let's see what this is. This is a Goodyear commercial tire facility. You can also click on it. So much as reviews. Sometimes they're not there if they're a smaller facility or a new facility, but a lot of times they are. Again, another facility here, Goodyear commercial tire reviews. One review, best service they ever had. So you've got many other types of services. You have to actually go through and turn them on. You can zoom in. You can have it in this format. You can pull location. You can set traffic, turn it on night mode, on, off, whatever. It gives you some ads sometimes, but for the most part, it's a really good, source to use, right? Some of the other better apps to use, I'm going over a few guys here, so just bear with me. One would be Google Maps. I love to use Google Maps because I can quickly press on the bottom right here at this blue button if you guys aren't used to it, and I can put in, whatever I want to go from, say, ATL, okay, Atlanta, Georgia, to Miami, Florida. If I was looking at a load, and it very quickly tells me. Now, again, you got to look at this because this might be not the truck route, and it might take you over very crazy areas, but it's good to look at so you can see, okay, it's kind of going to take me around 662 miles, 9 hours. It's a real quick app, so you can look at things while you're on the phone with the broker. You can pull this up. You can look at the route and see if it's taking you on interstate, which this is going down the turnpike, 75 all the way to the turnpike, and then, 95 up. But anyway, that's probably one of the second best apps that I would recommend, to plan your trips, guys. There's really nothing faster in my opinion. You can also use truckrouter.com. I think there's a truck router app as well, but that will give you kind of a more truck type route. This is just a quick thing, but it could, you know, vary for cars or different things. Another one that I always liked, guys, I use Loves and Pilot. I didn't go anywhere else. It's the only ones I like to use. Again, I haven't used these apps in a while, so I might not even be logged in. But I would say if I was going commercial, you can check on your shower rewards. You can actually set up a shower from here, guys. So you go in there, you book your shower, and you wait 10 minutes. It gives you a code to get in the door. You walk right in, boom, walk right in and get the door. One of the other things you can do is pay for fuel from the app. So you pull up to the pump. You can actually turn the pump on in the app and link your card to your app here, and it'll pay. And you never have to touch a card. You never have to touch any of the buttons. You do have to punch in a key code when you get out of the truck and go to the app. You punch in a key code, click enter, and then it'll allow you to fuel. But it saves you from having to go inside, guys. Also, for those of you that don't have a fleet card, you can use a debit or credit card in here and turn the pump on, and you don't have to walk inside. For those of you who don't know, if you're going to use a debit or credit card and you don't have a fuel card or a fleet card, you can't use them at the pump. Debit and credit cards won't work at the pump. You actually have to go inside, pay for your fuel, tell them you want $200 on whatever pump, and then walk back outside, get your fuel, pull up, and then go back in and get your receipt and stuff. But if you have this app, you can link a debit or credit card to it and actually go in there and do it that way for you hotshot guys that don't run fuel cards or fleet cards. Find the nearest Loves near you, stuff like that. So this is another really good, you know, resource. Pilot is kind of the same way. You can basically get in here and it's not letting me pull in without registering, but it's the same thing, guys. You can get in, do showers. You can fuel from the app. Another thing that I would say that is really good about Pilots is it does pull up some that are new on there when Trucker Path doesn't. So if you're in a certain area and you see one, you know, being built, you can go into Trucker Path and add it and save it if it's not there. Loves and Pilot may have it on the app, or Trucker Path doesn't. So you can kind of use those all in conjunction together. Another one would be your load board. I downloaded Keep Trucking on here. I don't use it. We actually use Geotab, but there's many other apps. So I would say the top apps and the top 5 that you want to have is your ELD app, obviously, or use it on a tablet. I recommend having all this stuff on a tablet, guys, so you don't have to have your phone tied up. Another thing would be if you're booking your own loads and you have your own authority and or you're under somebody's authority that's allowing you to book loads, the 2 that you need are DAT board and Truck Stop Mobile. The other ones don't matter. You could get the Landstar board. I guess you could get the C.H. Robinson board carrier one. There's a couple other ones that you could get, but for the most part, you really only need DAT board and or DAT board and Truck Stop Mobile. The other app that I was recommending here is Gas Buddy for you hotshot guys. This doesn't really work for semis because you'd have to unhook the trailer all the time. You can click diesel, and it'll actually, when your location is on, okay, it'll actually bring you to the fuel stations, and it'll allow you to, let's see, allow while using. Let's see if it pulls it up here. Let's put Dallas, Texas. All right, and it's going to tell me, hey, you know, how can I save money? I finally got it to pull up by selecting route. So you can go from current location to, say, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in South Florida, and it'll literally pull up diesel. Now, again, these are mom and pops sometimes, not always, because you have Pilots, but you have 7-Elevens, you have Shells, you have Speedways, but this is a lifesaver, guys. You can literally save, you know, $500 to $1,000 a month by fueling up at the cheapest locations. Now, again, you could risk getting cheap fuel. I always fueled at a lot of the Pilots and Flyjays and Loves just because it was convenient for me to pull in and out. But if I was at a place and I seen something and I pulled it up, I could get, you know, 209 here at Speedway for diesel, 219 there, 209, 209. It's about 209 everywhere in that particular area, but it's beating out 229, 249 at Pilot, guys. So you can see if you can get into these tighter spots at like Speedway, drop your trailer even, you're saving quite a bit of money. From 250 to 209 a gallon. So, I mean, and it goes along your route. I mean, you can literally say here, you know, I've seen some here. I'd fuel up in this area, and then it would give you another spot as you're rolling. You can see there's plenty of them all throughout the whole area on your route, or you can do it in a specific city. But it saves you some serious money, guys, so it's definitely something to look into. One of the better apps out there. But that's it, guys. So you've got Trucker Path. It helps you find locations, gas stations, truck stops. I mean, you know, different things, rest areas, scales, weigh stations that you need. Another one that I should have put on here, but I didn't, is Weigh My Truck, guys. You can actually, through Weigh My Truck, which is a CAT scale app, you can link it with a card and actually pull up on the scale and weigh your scale without going inside. Put the money in there, or pay the money, get your scale information right there on your phone. You could still go inside, I guess, and print a ticket. That's a super helpful app if you guys want to know what you weigh or to keep your axles legal. So I don't have that one on here. I wish I did have that one on here, but these are the top apps that I recommend, guys. So download these. If you see any other ones that make it helpful on your job, do that as well. So there you have it, guys. That's the apps that I recommend for you to use. Download those. I would definitely have Trucker Path. If I didn't get any of them, you must have that one. It is a must-have in the industry. Everybody has it. Everybody uses it. Make sure you leave reviews. If somebody has a crappy truck stop, tell them if the parking is full, update it. That way you can help other fellow drivers out there stay on top of things. So I appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Turn on notifications so you can catch the new videos coming out. And give me a comment. Let me know, hey, you liked the video, you didn't like the video. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. See ya.